Welcome to Dripping in Alchemy. My name is Starr, and today I'm going to be speaking about a download that I received a few days ago. And this download was about change and how change is possible at any given moment, but also to recognize perhaps where you've already asked for change and how that is presenting in your life right now. And change can often step forward as tower moments. This can often step forward as things falling away, collapsing all at the exact same time. And often when we're in this phase, we go into kind of fight or flight. And this can be a state that isn't helpful for us. And sometimes I think we forget that we've already asked the universe, your teams of light, whatever you believe in at this time, for help already. And when change happens, it can often come swiftly, it can often come harshly. And in those moments, that's when we start to seize up, that's when we start to have this fear, rather than surrendering to the process. And I'm a being that has fought left, right, and center the things that I've been trying to change on this path. So I've learned many, many lessons along the way and how to surrender deeper into the process when it is happening in the present given time. So I want to say, perhaps to those that are feeling triggered right now, perhaps you're feeling like there is lots that's changing in your life, and perhaps just falling down around you and you think, why is this happening? Go back and look at what you perhaps already have asked for, because you're probably on a path of experiencing that which is trying to get you to the space that you've been trying to call in for some time. And often on this path, I've recognized that what I thought was going to happen just never truly happens. And it's difficult to keep surrendering when you think that the universe is perhaps punishing you for something, when you feel like you're in real deep karmic expressions too. But I promise you, the wheel is always going to be turning in your favor at some point or another. So remember this when you're in times where it feels like it's very, very dark, or you feel like there is a lot happening that you just can't understand. Perhaps you've already asked for this movement, didn't know exactly what was going to happen, but you've now received a tower moment, so to speak. So this is a message of encouragement. This is a message to say, please don't worry about what is happening around you. And obviously, please make sure that you are doing everything that you can to remain as stable as possible. Seek help that you need to. Seek the guidance from friends and family or outside practitioners where you can. I'm also available. How to reach me is in the description below. But also know that whatever you've asked for is always coming into you. And sometimes it doesn't happen. Often this doesn't happen on our time. It's always on divine timing instead. And there's always a bit of a lag, I would like to say, with things that we're asking for that are pretty big and that takes a massive alchemical process for us to be able to reach. So I'm sharing this for those that are seemingly in the middle of something, or you feel like you are potentially stuck somewhere. I promise you there is movement, even if it's slow. So please take a look around and start combing through your life really detailedly right now. Get a microscope and see exactly what is going on, and please write out exactly what you think is happening and allow for the information to step forward to you. And something that I like to do is I like to ask questions before I go to sleep, and I'll ask to be shown answers in my dreams, or I'll write down a specific question on a piece of paper and I will forward it towards me, as in that energy is going to be received towards me, and I will sleep on it, and I will sleep and I'll ask before I go to sleep to receive the answer to that question. And I promise you the answer does come eventually. You know, it might not be that night, it might not be in 3 nights time, it might not be in 7 nights time, but it will come to you. The divine is always trying to help us, but sometimes the change that we've asked for takes a drastic, halt in our experiences, but also perhaps a shattering of your life. So you might be looking around right now and thinking, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is not what I asked for. But potentially it is. Potentially it's exactly what you've asked for. But there are things that you need to work through in order to be able to get to the state that you've been asking for some time. And this was a constant cycle that was happening over the past few years. I've been going through quite violent awakenings, back to back to back, dark nights of the soul, whatever you wish to call it. And I just didn't understand what was happening. But now, taking a look back, I can see that this was always melding me and molding me to be a stronger, more present version of myself. But I seemingly went through tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, and I just thought, oh my gosh, is this ever going to stop? But this was helping me get to this core essence that is now very stable within me. And that's something that needs to be cultivated every single day. So make sure that you are sticking to your practices. If you do not have a daily practice, please do not hesitate to reach out and we can delve into what might be best serving for you. But I promise you, that which you've been asking for is here already. You are going through the motions, albeit slow, albeit through a drastic tower movement, changes that are happening. This is happening always for your best benefit. So keep a light heart, try and be as stable and as grounded as possible, and make sure that you are getting out in nature, make sure that you are seeking outside experiences too, and try and keep a state of community. I know that it can be really hard when you feel like you're on an awakening and there's not many around you that can understand you. When you're feeling like you need to be in those hermit modes, of course, honor that. But I think it is really important to have others around you to keep you grounded. There were times in this pathway where I very much needed to just be around people in order to stay grounded, because I was feeling a lot of energy coming in for me. I was feeling a lot of experiences that were very much out of this 3D realm of existence. So I had to get grounded in nature specifically, but also going out and just being in the 3D realm, whether this is communicating with others or just going into a space where you know there is a lot of people. That can sometimes help, and often that doesn't feel like exactly what you should be doing, so please listen to yourself. But sometimes the medicine is actually the opposite of what you think you need, so be aware of that too, everyone. There's often like a trick within the fight or flight emotions and with this space of fear that stops us from actually stepping forward to that which is actually going to be the best medicine for us. And you know, the best medicine isn't always served sweet, so remember that too. Teams of light don't often sugarcoat what is happening. They send us forward aspects that are going to really push our souls into this deeper state of expansion. So for those that have been asking for an expansive path, expect these tower moments. You have to. And I was someone that was, you know, consistently moaning behind the scenes thinking, oh my gosh, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? But not realizing that it's happening because I was asking and calling in for so much expanse. So this is just a note, a reminder. Take a look around, make sure that you are in awareness of what truly is happening and why. And if you don't know the and why, please do not hesitate to reach out. We can connect to your teams of light to delve deeper into this aspect and understanding for you. But also you can do this alone. Journaling has really helped me on my path. Writing out everything so I can see it there in black and white, you know, in color pen, whatever it feels most comfortable to you, glitter gel pen, but just so you can see it. And often getting things out of the mind, out of the body helps too. So I love to dance. I love to dance off any emotions that I have. I love to take a walk in nature, just listening to the sounds of nature to feel more grounded. But I also like to just see things out and get it out of my mind and get it onto paper. And if there are things that are coming up that are incredibly troublesome for you and you need to seek help for that, please do. But I think really coming through what is happening right now and perhaps seeing that the change that is happening, even if it is this massive tower moment, is it here to help you? Is it actually here to support what you've been calling in for some time? But that's all for myself today, and I'll be back when it feels aligned again. Take care.